Aries, welcome to your Sunday Shuffle. Today we're going to focus on next steps, or kind of the classic horseshoe tarot spread, that kind of thing. Next steps for something that might be useful to you in this upcoming week or thereabouts. Immediate future energy only. What's going on, please, for Aries? Show me, Aries. Next steps, please, in the week to come. Next steps, please, in the week to come. What's going on? What's going on, please, for Aries? Show me, Aries. Ten of Cups, beautiful. Nine of Cups, the next step, feeling good about you. Page of Swords, barrier. I got somebody watching and not doing. Okay. Page of Wands, strengths, resources. You're actually telling me you'd be open. The Six of Swords, potential outcome, moving on. If it doesn't come through, it doesn't come through. Okay. It's pretty straightforward. You're otherwise telling me that you feel great. That's beautiful energy to have. Ten of Cups straight away in that opening. Current, emotionally harmonizing. With family, with friends, people who are like your immediate circle, you know, your constituents, if you will. Except they're on a much more personal level. Again, kind of immediate circle energy the Ten of Cups is. Okay? Show me that Ten of Cups, please. Okay. Good. Good. If we must do a Five of Swords, that's not a bad way to position it. There's no pretty way to address the Five of Swords, guys. There just isn't. Everybody experiences it, and if you say you don't, that's your Five of Swords. If you're alive, if you're a human being, you've experienced it. The stuff we tell ourselves in order to justify whatever. It's not good, it's not comfortable energy. Now there's the Seven of Swords. So good news is that in the Ten of Cups, your goal here is emotional harmony with the people who matter to you. They're in your everyday life and your everyday influence that's meant to be on the positive, supportive side. Again, family, friends, connectivity, and then also people within your immediate household, such as children, you know, spouse, that kind of thing. All right? And here I'm seeing it as the overall harmony. Okay? Guess what? Five of Swords, Death, the Four of Pentacles. There's something that you've been holding on to up here that you've been telling yourself for a while. I don't know when, but you killed it. There's something here you stopped lying to yourself about, and you let it go. That's a big deal. And I'm guessing it made you a lot happier and just kind of got you grounded back into reality of those who matter the most to you. Family, friends. Okay? Your emotional circles. And relinquishing that energy, it puts you back into a place, or you're trying to get back into that place of those who actually matter. And when you gave up that lie, or you gave up holding on to something or somebody or some nonsense energy or circumstantial energy or job energy that just you kept telling yourself one thing or another about it, once you gave that up, you relinquished it, I think you got back in touch with what matters most. Okay? People who love you and care about you, and your place in it too. Okay? And how you love and support others. Yeah, that was a lot to give up. Whatever it was. Whatever you told yourself you have to have or need or you can't let go of. I don't know how long you held on to it. Whatever it is. I just know that you lied to yourself for a while about how you have to have it, and come to find out that's not true. Death. Most likely this is something that could not transform. That's probably why we held on to it, hoping that it would, right? When we let that go, we felt a lot more peace and much more in touch with what matters, like I said. Next step, feeling good about you again. Nine of Cups. Simply get in touch with what actually makes you happy more on the personal level. What is wish fulfillment? That's your next step. Focus on wish fulfillment. What does self-love look like? To be happy in thine own company. Okay? To love oneself. What does that look like? That's your next step. So I'm glad that you're harmonizing with those who matter in your life. But you need to show yourself that support too. Show me that Nine of Cups, please. Show me that Nine of Cups. Show me that Nine of Cups. Show me that Nine of Cups, please. Show me that Nine of Cups. Show me that Nine of Cups. Six of Wands, Six of Pentacles. Good. Keep the flow going for you. I want you to feel good. Next steps, opening yourself up to who or what, I could not say, but it feels good. Okay, some of you might have turned your energetic focus back onto viable love interest in terms of this is a little bit more intimate. Okay, this is a little bit more my cup and your cup are talking to each other. All right, and you have a certain way of expressing yourself emotionally, and so do I. Let's exchange those cups. Let's see what's in there. Let's talk about it. Let's be open. Let's be vulnerable. Let's exchange some words. So the love language may not be exactly the same, but the idea is that we're trying to learn each other's language in that way. I see you balancing with somebody around now, and it feels good. It makes you feel good. There's your little spike of Aries energy right there with the Six of Wands. Yay! And that's the next step, is to feel good about you. Okay? Look to thine own sense of wish fulfillment. And if some of you that's pairing in love, then it's looking pretty good. And it's pretty balanced too. 6-6-2. You know? That's nice balance. It looks like it's a good back and forth. I don't know who you're harmonizing with, but it speaks to you on a personal level that says this satisfies me a great deal. So I don't know who this is, but it looks great. And it came through by relinquishing that which did not work or would not transform or does not match this criteria. Okay? So I don't know how long ago this was, but it was when you opened back up into proper, healthy emotionality. Okay? With real stakeholders in your life. It helped put you back into a better place of receptivity, it looks like. So that's happening, I believe, now or thereabouts soon. I got a Page of Swords. I got someone looking at you. I don't know what that is. I would typically automatically attribute to that person, like, what's this guy about? It just doesn't feel like you. But let's take a look. Show me that Page of Swords, please. Show me that Page of Swords. Show me that Page of Swords. Show me that Page of Swords. And I mean that in an almost literal sense. I feel like someone is looking at you. I don't know if it's this person whom you're connecting to and balancing with. It's under the barrier energy. Challenging, crossing, that kind of thing. But Page of Swords, that's non-confrontational. The most he can do is observe. Okay. That is non-confrontational. I don't see it as being active at all. It's small, so that's good. Somebody, Queen of Swords, Three of Swords, someone's angry with you. Someone's angry with you. Or upset with you, feeling betrayed, rejected, angry, but they're not doing anything. It's passive, like I said. They're looking at you. It's kind of not angry. It's a little not nice. It's kind of bitchy, to be honest. Yeah, I said it. You know how it is, honey. I have no problem saying this is you. This is what's going on with you. It's just you've already given your energy signature to me. And given that it's under the barrier or challenge position and it's so small, it's like, that's a direct contradiction to what Aries has already shown. So it's not you. It's just not you. I just know it's not. Could be. It's just, it defeats the purpose of pursuing your own sense of joy and happiness and connecting with somebody equally in what feels like a good context. And then to have somebody who looks so small, bitter, petty, jealous, looking at you and doing nothing. So no, it's not you. You know me. I will throw that sign under the bus. It's like, dude, you're full of shit. Look at your shit. Check yourself out, man. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. I will do that. I have no problem. This is not the Passive Scorpion Tarot channel. This is Sassy Scorpion Tarot. I will tell you, it's just not you. It's bitter, small, mean, and resentful anger. I don't know if that's who they are full time, but when they look at you, that's what they feel. But I would also tell you, not your problem. It's passive. It's just looking at you. I don't know why I'm saying it. It's not even really a barrier, except maybe they're sending you bad vibes. Or every now and again they do something underhanded and petty and low, and it crosses back into your energetic field. Other than that, I can't. It's exquisitely passive, angry, pissed off, and petty. I mean, this person holds grudges. And I'm sorry if you occasionally get a little hit of that, but it's little. It's... This person cannot control their mind or their feelings. Seriously, the hell, man. I'm sorry, and they're throwing bad mojo at you like that, but... I'm guessing that it's related to whatever it is that you relinquished back here. Hoping it would transform. Maybe this is somebody in the family or a friend that you had to cut out for those very reasons, and then everybody was happy in the family again. I don't know. Doesn't have to necessarily be an ex, guys. It's anyone who has small ill will, pettiness, and resentment towards you. And that could have been somebody in the family who was messing up the dynamic until you're like, okay, I'm done. We're cutting that person out. I don't know. As you see fit, honey. As you see fit. Page of Wands, you're just telling me your willingness to be open. You're otherwise minding your own energy on very positive levels, you know? This is what I'm doing, this is who I'm balancing with, and it feels good. It feels good for me, it feels right for me. Bravo. Seven of Swords, Justice. Okay, that's why you're showing me such low frequency, is that you've come to a conclusion that even with the best interest here of healing and showing balance to situation, we sidestepped it, we gave up on it. You're not open to this particular subject with somebody anymore. So is that why they're so bitter, angry, and shut down? You kind of said this is a lost cause, but I'm not going to directly address it. Okay, so this was a tricky situation, and I'm going to go ahead and, again, it's related back to this. You might have done a cold drop on this. In other words, you didn't address them, or it was straight up cut out because you saw it, and you concluded too, Page of Wands is just a little bit of openness to very big concepts here, such as really strong healing, temperance and time, patience, as well as justice and balance. Between these two energies, you said it's just not going to happen with this particular individual. So you snuck away from it. Seven of Swords, or you didn't address it, or like I said, you did a cold drop or a cold cut without explanation. Okay. It's kind of like chalking it up to, ideally, I would love to do this, but I know when I look at this person, it's not going to happen. Otherwise, you're telling me under your strengths, you're more than happy to heal and balance, just not with this individual. You're like, otherwise I would be open, but I know they're not gonna, or they're not receptive, or they're too damn immature to know the difference. It's like that person doesn't, there's not enough patience in the world for that. There's not enough time in the world for that. You know, I have to say I'm kind of inclined to agree. The Six of Swords, as the outcome, is moving on from that, and I want you to continue to focus on whatever this love union is that feels right in all the quadrants, and it feels balanced. It's not over the top, it fits just right, okay? It has a really lovely flow, and that's what you seem to be enjoying at this time, and I want you to continue to do that because it's speaking to your heart in the right ways, okay? So, show me that Six of Swords, please. Show me that Six of Swords. Show me that Six of Swords. In the outcome, show me that Six of Swords, please. It's like I dropped that like a bad habit. You know, I can see that you probably tried to work with it years, or bare minimum hoping it would transform or change, and it just wouldn't. Perhaps it was a very poor influence that was messing up your particular family emotional dynamic. And you're like, this is nonsense. You've had enough time and patience to get your shit together, to level up, to stop being immature, but you're still angry and you're still petty and you're still taking your bullshit out on us. You're otherwise harmonizing lovely with somebody. King of Swords, Queen of Cups, and the Hermit. You said, this is great, I like this, I think this is a great summary. You said the best healing I can give this situation is to get the hell away from it. So that's a really strong sense of, I already know how this is going to shake out. I know that this person isn't going to change. I know they're not going to cooperate under the proper principles of healing. They've had enough time. I can't be open towards them anymore. I'm just going to lean away. And some people you have to do, you just have to lean, don't say nothing. If you know all you have from them is anger, resentment, and bitterness, they need to start with themselves first instead of trying to yell and bitch and take it out on you. I completely 100% agree. Your estimation is literally, I'm moving on from something because in my estimation, Aries is saying, based on my analytical self, my heart self with the Queen of Cups and the Hermit, the best way to heal this situation is to leave it alone. I actually have to agree with you. There's some people who just aren't ready. That's why they're showing me Page of Swords. That's why they're showing me Five of Wands. That's why they're showing, I'm hurt, and I want you to know that I'm hurt, and I'm going to take every conceivable, and it's just, there's just not enough in the world for this person to fill that, whatever that is, that void, that black hole in them. You know that, because you're saying, I would otherwise heal. You're showing me strong aspects of healing, and that you also know the difference. You're showing me a strong sense of, I know the difference between active healing, time, and patience, and someone who just isn't worth it. In fact, holding on to this made everyone else feel bad, trying to work with it, or tolerate it. I'm not tolerating it anymore. In my estimation here, the best thing to heal this situation is to leave it behind. I got a life to live, and so do other people. So it's coming in quite strongly, and I'm completely in agreement with you. There's just some people who you cannot cooperate with. They will not open up. They will not change their mindset. They will not be vulnerable. They shut things down. They're holding on to fear and bitterness and anger and resentment, or I just can't. You can only show so much patience. You can only show so much tolerance. You can only show so much understanding to someone who won't give it back. They just want to stay stuck where they are in a tight little ball of frustration, anger, or denial, or an absence of feeling. And it's just not your problem. So I actually completely agree with this. The best way to heal is to move on from it. At least for you and anyone else who might have been affected by that. Okay, that's enough. So you keep on keeping on, honey. I want you to continue to balance with whomever that love cup is in your life. It looks great. It looks like it fits you very well. And I love your healing principles. You have a strong mind, strong heart. Those are going to carry you forward very well into the future. Continue on, and I completely agree with your decision. 100%. I don't know this person. I don't need to. I see enough of it to understand that what you did is probably correct. Okay, the chakras being in alignment. That's what I'm saying. I just feel like the Aries I'm looking at, your chakra, whatever, is in alignment. However you want to express that your energy is in alignment. You know who you are. You know what you're about. You looked at this situation and you thought a cold cut or just rejecting it was the best way to move forward. I have to agree, and you have to know when to call things quits if something's not cooperating with you correctly. Or it doesn't feel the same, or it's just fucking around, or it doesn't know what it wants. What are you going to do? T, H, and Cat, listening to your intuition. Oh, okay. And then we have the Medallion of Taurus, Gecko, Aries, Leo, Sag, and then the big star is in reverse. So this is the star in reverse, giving up the dream, giving up the hope, giving up the desire that something more will come from this. That's faded out. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. Okay, you guys, and if, by the way, they ever decide to cooperate, or they change their mind, or they can open up, or they're not so encased with fear, anger, and frustration, you'll know because they'll come forward to you. All right? You don't need to keep pursuing them. There, no. That's what I said. Okay, that's enough, Aries. I hope this helped you. Take care. Be well.